So, I guess we can see why a lot of reviewers aren't talking about the heimiway bikes. They can make all the excuses they want. I think one of the excuses of was they're going into more of a motorcycle style e-bike. I watched Micro Mobility and a couple other people that went to that CES convention in Las Vegas, and from what I seen, what Hemingway was offering, like them two mountain bikes, one was a $10,000 to $11,000 carbon fiber e-bike with SRAM on it, drivetrain, and 1,000 watt mid-drive buffet motor, and the other one was like 5 to 55. Don't quote me, but they're not cheap budget e-bikes. They have really good components on it. They both go 20 miles an hour assist pedal power. Neither one has a throttle on them. But what I've seen at the Hemingway was basically them two bikes. They have a cargo bike. The only one I could consider that you could maybe consider trying to go into motorcycle style, but it's as old as time now, is their moped style kind of e-bike, but it only goes 28 miles an hour. So I don't really understand where that comment came from. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I think that's the reason why. And I seen at that show at the CES convention there that there's a lot of Chinese brands that are trying to make their bikes look more European. Make them. There was one. I don't know if it's a Chinese company. I think it's an American company, but Van Power, and they're doing a lot of things like the European brands are doing. And so, to be quite honest with you, if you're looking at any of them brands, I probably would stick with a European brand, because at least I know that, like the bike I'm riding on, the frame's made in Taiwan, the motor's made in Taiwan, the battery, I'm not quite sure where it's made. I know the controller, I think, is made in China, but the difference between a European brand is like, no offense, but they got better quality control. But if you can't afford a bike like mine, understand, or you don't want to take that step investing into a bike that's going to last you for years, then yeah, I would still go with, there's some really good budget e-bikes. Another thing I want to say is a lot of these reviewers, they're not getting paid now to do reviews on these bikes, and they're kind of getting sour, and they're starting to talk crap about these budget e-bikes that all look the same from China with just a different name, and now they're starting to talk crap about them. I think if if they were crap now, they were crap then, and I think they're just sour that they're not getting paid, and just sit there and go, well, I want to give you a public announcement that these bikes are not as good as they used to be. That doesn't make sense to me. So the only people I feel sorry for with the batteries going dead are the people that actually bought them and actually looked at the review and went, well, heck, I'll pay less and get something as good as, this, specialized, and it's got more power. Like I've said before, I really don't care how fast your bike goes. You know, I'm not against it, but I don't care. I don't care if the bike goes 35, 40 miles an hour if it don't last. There's some bikes, their batteries are dying, the controllers are frying, and so what good is that if you ain't got a bike that supposedly can go faster than mine, but you got to keep on putting money into it. So the only people I feel sorry for is the ones at the bottom. I'm sorry that you guys got, you know, scammed, I guess is what I would say, into buying a bike that promised you a lot and didn't do what it was supposed to. So on that, I just wanted to show you guys that. And the reason why I think heimiway is doing it, sadly, I think is because in America, we look at bikes as a hobby or a sport or a sports hobby. And I think that's why they're going after the mountain bikers, and why the Chinese brands are making their bikes look more European looking is because they're going to go after the commuters in the cities and over in Europe. So that's all I got to say. You guys stay safe out there, and bye.